look like we're live. Let me try. Not have this issue tonight. Are we live? Oh, wait, are we live? Oh god, Twitch is flipping out on me. Are we live, guys? I don't know. Okay, are we live? I think we're live. Hold on, let's see if we're live and if we have sound and stuff. Okay, we're live and we have sound and we are good. Yay! Sorry about that, guys. Sometimes Gamecaster really does not like to play well with Asagao, and it can take me a little bit to get it up and running, but we're good! Hello, everybody, and welcome to another stream of Asagao Academy. I'm Gina, aka the Gina Chu. Thank you so much for joining me today. My wonderful bot in the chat will tell you all the ways you can follow me on social media. You can follow me on YouTube or on Twitch, or you can follow me on Twitter at the Gina Chu to find out when I'm streaming next and to chat with me, all that good stuff. So today, you guys, we are hopefully going to be finishing up Shane's route. Oh! Valkyrie just called out. That means we have a new member of the Chu-Chu Club, Dancing Shelties. Thank you so much for the follow. You and I had a lovely little conversation before I started up the stream, and I'm going to use a new command I put into the bot. Hold on. A new welcome command. Welcome to the Chu-Chu Club! Thank you so much for coming to check me out, and I'm so glad that you've been liking the videos on YouTube. It's really good to hear some feedback on that, because I haven't really gotten to really chat with anybody who kind of found me via YouTube and then came over to the stream. So thank you so much for joining me. Alright, so we're going to pick up from here. We've got 30 tournament points, which is a good sign. And the current event is called Water the Flowers. There's a lot of flower themes in Shane's route so far. I mean, throughout the entire game, but particularly in Shane's route. Alright, let's read the diary entry. Dear Diary, I had a really nice time with Shane this morning. Turns out he hasn't been coming to homeroom early because he was watering the flowers on the rooftop. I wish he would have told me. I would have made fun of him at all. Honestly, I think it's wonderful. He's watering. I'm worried that these diary entries are spoiling stuff that hasn't happened yet. But we'll see. But as time went on, my faith in Shane started to shake. A straight week passed and he still hadn't spoken to me. Yeah, we the last time, guys, there all the shenanigans yesterday, like everything that poor Hana tried to do just got messed up, and she's trying to show Shane that she cares about him so much, and it's just not working. Oh, am I going to be doing Jacques' route? Yes, after Shane's. I'm scared. I've been told that it's going to scar me for life. But I will be doing it, yes. Everyone kept telling me not to worry, and that Shane wouldn't be mad. That Shane wasn't the type of guy to let it get to him, or that I had to let him cool off. But at this point, I wasn't worried about him cooling off. I was worried about me. I couldn't get it out of my mind. At lunch and class, I was always staring at him and wondering whether we were cool. I almost never saw Shane in the mornings anymore. He always slipped into class seconds before the bell rang. Well, now we know what he was doing. I gotta stop reading these diary entries because they're spoiling stuff, guys. And specifically in this route, they've been spoiling some stuff. Yeah, I've heard it is worth doing. It's just very weird. That's why when I saw him rushing into Poppy that morning, I found myself hesitating. Hey, go on without me. I need to grab something real quick. Oh, really? But, sorry. So I slipped away after him, following him through the halls. I had to finally talk to him. I couldn't live with this on my mind every hour of every day. I kept a bit of distance between us, hoping he wouldn't turn around and see me. Would this be easier if I had a disguise? I eyeballed a trash can in the middle of the hall. Shane turned up the staircase ahead of me. I waited a minute before following up to a heavy door leading outside to the rooftop. We have a rooftop? It's a school in Japan. Of course you have a rooftop. Don't you know, Hana? I had no idea this place even existed. It's very pretty. Even Gerard, of all people, didn't show it to me on the tour. Was it secret? Were students not meant to know about it? I peeked out the window to sit inside the door, but all I could make out was the bright turquoise of Shane's normal boots jacket. He was crouched over something. What was he doing? I took a deep breath and pushed open the door as silently as I could. Oh my god! Adorable! He really is watering the flowers. That is so cute. He looks so sad too. He looks maybe not so sad, but like melancholy and very contemplative. Oh, this is a really cute CG. Look at Hana. Oh, it's really cute. Shane stood over a box lined with blooming flowers, watering can in hand. He was watering the plants. A light breeze swept across the rooftop, stirring his hair and the leaves. They looked almost like they were trembling in happiness. I must have gasped or made some other noise because Shane looked over his shoulder. Hi, Hana. I'm sorry. Don't be. Oh yay! You also now get to see my terrible Shane voice live. I don't even know why I do it anymore. It's just weird not doing it because I know that he's British and I can kind of do something similar to a British accent. So I sound better when I do Caddy than I do Shane, I think. Are you the gardener? Yes, I get up early anyway. As he turned toward me, his watering can swung with him. Little droplets of water shook off, dotting the concrete. Why don't you come and sit? Really? He started at me blankly, and I hastily crossed over to a bench and sat down. It wasn't every day Shane was so open, after all. Yeah, that's true. I clasped my hands together, watching Shane water the plants. It was just the two of us in the sky, and it didn't feel weird at all. Usually the silence between us made me uncomfortable, and I spent all my energy trying to fill it. But this was nice. You weren't ignoring me then. That's a relief. Oh no, I was. Oh my god. Okay, Asagao Shane is almost as much of a troll as real life Shane. I enjoy it. What? Originally, I was just hoping we wouldn't acknowledge it. Then I got this job. What was I supposed to do? He lifted up his watering can and started pouring it out on a single flower. For a while. I didn't know how to approach you. I know you felt bad. Then so much time passed, there was no way not to acknowledge it. At least you don't hate me. That chuckle, Shane! This is not fair! Why? Shane chuckled softly, the last few drops of water falling onto the poor flower. Of course not. He picked up a pair of clippers and, with almost no ceremony, snipped off a wilting leaf at the stem. First you drowned the poor things, then you cut off their perfectly healthy leaves? He stopped, looking between the clipped foliage and me. Who hired you to be the gardener? Shane looked sadly down at his main plant. No one else wanted to do it. I couldn't let them die. Shane? No, I was just joking. But they're not going to like you after they see what you've done to their friends. Do you want some help? Shane looked at his plants, then back to me. They're not bad. They actually look quite healthy. But my mother used to garden. I know a lot about plants because of that. I joined him at the box and he offered me his watering can. Thanks. Look at Shane. What a dork. What a little tsundere dork. I love it. I crouched low, examining the plant he was just tending. Don't cut off stems that aren't completely dead. They'll perk up eventually with some water and sunlight. For For some reason, being near plants made me lower my voice, like I was talking to a child or someone who was scared. I didn't want to alarm them. I wanted them to feel safe. Shane nodded, staring hard at the plant. Knowing him, he was committing the information to memory. Maybe I should come up with you in the mornings. I have to make sure you don't kill the flowers, after all. Fair enough, Flower Queen. Why didn't you tell anyone about this anyway? I didn't want to tell the guys. Now that I thought about it, I didn't blame him. They'd never let him live it down. Yeah, probably not. His tsundere smile is the best. Isn't it? Like, it's so good. It's really great you're doing this. It's nothing, really. I handed the watering can back to Shane and he took it to a dusty little shed in the corner of the roof. I followed him to the door, scanning the garden as I went. Oh, an Asagao flower! A morning glory bloomed in the box next to me. I didn't know they grew here. It's kind of the name of the school. That's right, Asagao Academy. Of course they had them around. It was the first one to show this spring. My mom used to grow morning glories. She loved them. Does she garden a lot? She did, when she was still around. Oh, sorry. After she passed away, my dad tried to take care of her flowers. They died too. She was an amazing gardener, though. People loved her flowers, and she loved them like they were her own children. Hana means flower. I'd like to think that's why she named me that, after the things that brought her the most joy. Yes, Hana does mean flower, that is true. We both stood in silence, watching the single blue flower tremble in the breeze. It'll be great to see them around here. Especially if you're taking such good care of them. I took a deep breath. I accepted my mother's death a long time ago, but I almost never talked about it. I wasn't even sure whether Mai knew. They will be great, with your help. This might not be the best time for me to say this, but I've been thinking. Shane studied the skyline. I turned and joined him, watching the clouds billow over the distant green mountains. About you. Whoa, Shane! He's like, wait, did I say that out loud? On the team, I mean. I know how hard you've worked to get better at Dumbledum's Revenge. While you're not where we'd all like you to be, I want you on the team. Whoa, Shane! Wow, dude! You do? Yes. That's it? Yes. You're not going to make me jump through any more hoops? Another skill test, some homework, a list of combo techniques? That chuckle! I can't handle it! No more of that. I'm sorry I gave you a hard time. I just wanted to make sure you had the potential. And he finally saw it. Thanks. It means a lot that you changed your mind. You know I'll do my best. When you fail, it'll just be more of an I told you so. Shane! He raised his hands up, feigning innocence. Let's go to class before I find a way to blackmail you. Shane and I started meeting up at the rooftop early every morning. In no time, I was caring for the flowers under his gentle guidance. So, this is the one, huh? I tilted my watering can over the richly purple irises. They remind me of morning glories. Shane stepped from behind the other flower aisles, a large and oddly shaped watering can in his hands. They get that a lot. He tipped the watering can, and instead of watering one spot as I expected, the can watered 9. Whoa, that's incredible! Our gardener's got to look after his tools, too. Siberian irises need tons of water. The smallest differences can change whether something lives or dies. That should be good. We're running late. I checked my phone, realizing for the first time exactly how late we were. We hurried to the first floor, hoping class hadn't started. We would never hear the end of it if we showed up late together. Not just from the class, but from Miss Shizuka. As we neared the door, John poked his head out. Aww. Was he cooing at us? It almost seems like he was imitating Jacques. Shane narrowed his eyes. What? John slid into the classroom as we approached. Miss Shizuko must not have been in yet. Shane and I walked into the classroom together, so relieved to be on time that we didn't give much much thought, but right on cue. Oh! These are a bunch of look, by the way, I love Ian is part of this. Can I just Ian of all people is sitting there being part of this. You googled Siberian irises? Hold on, I need to Google them now. Let's Google them. Google, show me Siberian irises. Oh my god, they are beautiful. Those are gorgeous. I love them. Good call Googling them. Shane stopped in front of the doorway, arms crossed.
Really?
I love when we get to hear more of his voice. Okay, let's listen to that again.
Really?
Gee, you two are together an awful lot lately, don't you think? You could call them a duo, maybe even a pair, or a couple. There was something about what they were saying that seemed rehearsed. Shane's glares could have pierced metal. I didn't think the others minded. Come to think of it, I don't think this is a recent development.
See?
I do believe you're correct! This strange togetherness has been going on for a while now, hasn't it? Shane stepped to my side and leaned into my ear. Ignore them. John's eyes glittered as he watched Shane pull away. He whistled. Oh, sharing sweet nothings already? Yeah, I'm not really good with flowers either. Yeah, I'd probably kill any flowers I had. Guys, really, that's enough.
Right?
Sorry, Hana, you gotta admit you two have been together an awful lot lately. If people didn't know any better, they might get a few ideas. Ian nudged John in the side. Oh, right! John lifted his arms over his head, then brought them down slowly, exaggeratedly, to rest on my shoulders. Dramatic. Hana, in honor of your solving the most difficult of puzzles... He shot a look at Shane, who balked. Oh, is Shane a puzzle to be solved now, John? We hereby crown you an official puzzle master. Oh yeah, that's right. It makes sense that John and Ian are hanging around because John used to be the puzzle guy. Until, you know, tragedy happened, which we learned about in John's room. Oh, neat! What does that mean? Nothing really. Oh. Shane sighed, then bypassed them on the way to his seat. I might want to stop. Shizuka's coming. As we scrambled to our desk, I couldn't help but feel something was off. They might be calling me the puzzle master, but I felt like this puzzle was far from solved.
Shane.
I love the way she says his name! It's so cute!
Hey.
Yes, Hana? He didn't even look up, so absorbed he was in transplanting a bunch of lilies from one box to another. I realized today I don't know much about you. She'd made no move to respond, as expected. It's just that I feel like everyone knows more about you than I do. We haven't been friends that long. Nothing personal. Well, why did you leave England? You never talk about it. I wanted to. Okay. Why did you want to? The timing was good. Okay, but why was that? It worked out like that. Shane. All my attempts to get to know Shane turned into this kind of verbal dodgeball match. Never mind. He rolled up his sleeves and began to pat down the dirt he laid around the flower. I stood nearby, a watering can in hand. Sorry, Hana. Nothing to tell. As much as I could believe Shane led a boring life, I felt like there was more to it. Oh, definitely! But if Shane didn't want to tell me, he wasn't going to. I shouldn't push it. Especially since he only recently began to trust me. Ready to water? Right! I lifted the pot over the lilies. Steady. Right now, all of Shane's attention was on the planting process. Part of me understood. Lilies had a thing about wilting when you didn't plant them exactly right. But part of me also felt like his focus was incredibly sharp for someone so used to gardening. I finished watering the lilies and Shane examined their leaves. I'm gonna go get some fertilizer from the art closet.
Yeah.
Good idea. Wait, did you just say yeah?
Yeah.
So cute! Why? Why do we not hear Shane talk more often in general? Like, not even Asagao Shane, like real life Shane. Why do we not hear him talk more often? Gosh, darn it. The art closet was the biggest supply closet in the school, so that was where Shane put his fertilizer, to the art students' frustration. I charged down the staircase and down into the hallway, only to be immediately accosted.
Hey.
Oh, Jimmy's here! Hana! John called to me from halfway down the hall, Jimmy glaring next to him. Help me enlighten Jimmy. This kid here doesn't think Cole is the best character in Steven Galaxy. Oh, God. That's because Mirror is the best. You see this, Hana? Jim likes the inanimate object. Cole isn't alive either. It was once. I prefer Mirror to Cole, actually. Sorry, John.
What?
What? But Cole has 3 eyes. John was left speechless, completely unable to defend his objectively inferior character. But
Yeah.
oh, Jimmy, that was really cute. Good job, Hana. I don't watch Steven Universe, so honestly, I have no idea what they're talking about. Whatever. Anyway, where's Shane? Aren't you two usually together right about now? Really? What's this about? I glared at the both of them, not deigning to give John the satisfaction of being flustered. I'm going to grab something, that's all. Sure, I'm sure that's all it is. John chuckled and I resisted the urge to punch him, but then a thought occurred to me. If John was close enough to Shane to make fun of him... You and Shane are good friends, right? Yeah, he's probably one of my best friends. Why? I wanted to know more about Shane, but obviously if Shane didn't want to tell me, I wasn't supposed to know. Ooh. Does she want to pump John for information? Interesting. But Shane didn't seem like he would ever tell me or anyone else. He didn't seem the type to talk about himself. Couldn't I just ask John? Oh, God! It's really... Oh, man! This is tough. Okay, I probably think that it's not a good idea to pry into what Shane doesn't want us to know. It's probably not a good thing to ask John. Oh, but I don't know how else she's really gonna get to know him. This is rough, you guys. But I think I'm gonna have to go with nothing, forget about it. Let's see if that's the correct answer to get the best ending. Yes, we were supposed to say nothing, forget about it. Yeah, I didn't think it was a good idea to push him. Yes, correct, Dancing Shelty. I'm just gonna call you Shelties from now on. I hope that's okay. Yes, Shane will tell us when he's ready. I have a feeling that that is the way to go. So nothing, forget about it. If you say so. Or really, it's fine. I didn't want to pry or be nosy. If Shane found out that I knew because John told me, it would be a breach of trust. Not to mention John would probably get in trouble too. But that didn't stop me from wanting to know. Just ask Shane yourself. I feel like he'd be more open with you than us.
Hey.
Hey! Maybe. But I should get going. I was supposed to be right back. Any longer and he'll know something's up.
See ya.
Best of luck, Hana. When I got back to the roof, Shane was waiting near the door, both our bags in hands. Fertilizer? Ah! I ran into John and Jimmy and completely forgot! Let me go back. I pivoted and started back down the stairs, but Shane grabbed the collar of my shirt and pulled me back. Class is starting. There's always tomorrow. Right. I tried to take my bag from him, but Shane walked right past me. Shane? What? He's trying to be a gentleman, Hana! He's being so cute. It's pep! Yeah, the party can start! Woo! Oh, you were watching it, baby brother? That's all good. Welcome to the chat. This is Dancing Shelt. I'm going to introduce you guys. She's Shelties is a new member of the Chu-Chu Club. There we go. That pound welcome command, by the way, is usable by everyone. So if you ever want to use it to welcome people into the chat, you can do so, and the bot will respond. I set it to permissions to everyone, so you should be able to use it. I'm so happy you're here, Ispep! Was he trying to carry my bag for me? She is the correct pronoun. Good. Yeah, sometimes I can't tell, like, what gender people identify as by their names, so. Always feel free to correct me. Don't you need to lock the door? Right. I put my bag under his arm and locked the door to the roof. Then he headed back down the stairs. Coming. He's just like, I'm trying to be a gentleman. Don't do this. Oh! Oh, you like it, Ispep? I'm glad. I gotta come up with some more commands to put into the bot. Yeah, right behind you. Shane, sweet when you least expected it. Oh, shoot. Okay, Shelties. Ispep, can you clarify? Rooftop. Oh, shit. What is this? Shane didn't text me often. Or at all. Yeah, really, we haven't seen Shane text anyone. So when I got this text from him, I assumed something must be up. In fact, I was worried. I threw on my uniform, then ran to the rooftop. The wind blew hard against the door, and it took all of my strength to push it open. Shane sat alone on a bench, staring wistfully into the skyline. I rushed to his side. Shane, are you okay? He jolted as if woken from a reverie. Then he stared blankly at me. I'm fine. Oh. Another gust of wind blew through the space between us, chilling me down to my bones. I drew my uniform's coat tight around me, mentally cursing the thin fabric. I was sleeping when you texted me. Oh, sorry. He didn't seem to want to say anything else. Finally, I sat next to him. As I did, he scooted an inch away. I sighed, my breath turning into fog in front of me. It's cold out tonight. Oh, you were asking if I knew what you were. Yes, I know you're a girl, Ispep. I didn't quite understand what you were saying. Why I asked you to clarify. Yeah. We sat in silence for a few moments. Shane didn't seem cold at all. But then Shane also had his normal boots jacket. Yeah, those jackets are apparently magic. Those things look toasty as heck. How was your night? Fine. I nodded slowly. Why did he call me up here? He wasn't giving me anything to work with. Anything specific I can help with? Not really. Oh. Well, that's good, I think. I trailed off, fiddling with a loose string on my sleeve. I'd have to cut it off later. Yeah. My teeth chattered and I grit them to stop from making noise. It was still up on the rooftop. There was no sound aside from the wind cutting the edges of the building. Asagao was far enough away from the city and streets that it was almost like being in another world, an oasis of nature and academia. Now that I thought about it, that was probably intentional. The silence was nice, but it really was freezing out. He wasn't saying anything. I was dying of cold and I was starting to lose my patience. I closed my eyes and took a few deep breaths. I think I'm gonna head back to the dorms. Wanna come with? Shane shook his head. Alright, well, I'm heading in. I looked meaningfully at him.
Okay.
Okay! Alright, see you in class. I stood, my knees creaking, and started away. But Shane grabbed my hand. Almost instantly, he released it.
No.
You're being rude. What? Shane never spoke so directly to me or to anyone in such an insulting way. I was trying to talk. I didn't experience any of that trying. Wow, Shane, with your bullshit, man. Oh, Ispep, that's cool that your friend got it. Yeah, you two could do that together. That's awesome. You weren't saying anything. How is it my fault? How am I the one being rude? I couldn't think of anything to say. He looked away, his head drooping onto his chest. He really did seem kind of sad. You don't know me well, right? Maybe I can fix that. I sat back down on the bench closer to Shane. This time he didn't move away. Why didn't you just say so? I'm not good at talking about myself. I could tell.
Well,
I do want to know why you came to Asagao. When I asked, you avoided the question. What about my favorite color? I could tell you that. That's not what I want to know. It's blue. Thank you, Shane! I stared at him. What's yours? Shane, please. I just want to understand you better. I feel like there's something important that you're not telling me. I care about you. So I just want... I trailed off, not knowing how to complete that sentence. Shane shifted next to me, a blush tinting his cheeks. Finally, he sighed. I had a girlfriend in England. What a surprise! Some girl with pink hair burned him. Let me guess. You did? Her name was Emily. I thought my world revolved around her, but I soon realized it wasn't just mine. She was the center of everything, without even trying. She was a main character! Oh, God! Oh, this game gets meta at the best moments in the best ways. It's so good. It's so good. It just happened. It was weird. Good things, bad things. Nothing seemed to be moving unless she was around for it. I'm not joking. Towards the end, I started thinking the world genuinely revolved around her. Man, I probably sound really stupid. No, you're fine. She would get involved in things with the government. I don't know what was going on, but she was like an agent for them or something. Since I was her boyfriend, I got held captive a few times. What? You got held captive by the government? Or by enemies of the government? Like, what? This game. Oh my God, Shane! It's fine. She always saved me in the end, but... Did you not like her because of it? He scratched his chin. Well, no. I liked her a lot. She was... glamorous. Outgoing, kind-hearted, beautiful. Everyone gravitated towards her, and I did the same, maybe without realizing. It's strange. I don't even remember how we got together. I'm so quiet, it almost doesn't make sense. It just happened. She had a real passion for life. I nodded. It made me a little uncomfortable to hear so much about Emily. It seemed like he liked her a lot. I wasn't the only one who noticed her, though. A lot of people liked her too, and she let them. It hurt. My comic was inspired by her, actually. He cleared his throat, turning away to hide the blush on his cheeks. Oh, the one you showed me? With Emma? Oh. Emily. Emma. Of course. We have baby gates for my mom's puppy, but she's so tiny she just goes through the bars. Yes, pink hair is main character syndrome. It's a terrible disease. It ruins lives. You two are alike now that I think about it.
really?
We are? You both get excited at the drop of a hat. Yeah, she's a main character too. He nodded, finally making eye contact with me for the first time since I came up here. Emily had pink hair too.
What?
Oh, what a twist! What? Not even my mom had pink hair. I've never heard. It isn't common. It's very, very rare. He looked at me expectantly. That's why you were suspicious of me. He nodded, picking at the hem of his jacket. I was worried the pink hair meant you would be similar.
Well...
It sounds ridiculous, but I reached the conclusion, especially after you just happened to get involved with the club, that you were the same. I see. And what did you find out? You are. You both have that same magnetic quality. You mean... But Emily was kind of selfish. She was used to everything being about her. She came from a rich family, always had friends, always had boys following her around. It made her unempathetic. She was always focused on herself because the world was always focused on her. That's what made her dangerous. You, however, are quiet and generous.
Yeah.
That was cute! Wait, hold on! I want to hear that again, wait!
Yeah.
Shane, why don't you talk more, dude? Like he's never gonna see this video. Well, I want to hear more of Shane's voice, damn it! Oh, poor baby bro. Go give him lots of kisses, this Pat. You haven't been fed with a silver spoon. I've been wondering whether, because you've struggled, you turned out better. Whether the world still revolved around you, but in a worse way.
I don't know.
Well, you have a way of making the world work with you to help others, not just for your own benefit. I was stunned. Shane had obviously been thinking about this and observing me for a long time. He wasn't comfortable talking about himself, and it was obvious from his clipped sentences and fidgeting that this was a hard topic for him. He must have been hurt a lot. It wasn't all bad. While we were together, I realized there was more I could be doing. She helped me realize that, though unintentionally. It was the only way I could escape the situations I was caught up in. So without her, he'd still be there. We broke up, I came here. The art program is much better. I've yet to find another inspiration for my comic. He swallowed hard. Except for you, I mean. Me? Your inspiration? That is really cute. Guys! That's adorable! Thanks. I've never been anything close to an inspiration. If I was being truthful, Shane was the one inspiring me. Shane, Mai, and the rest of the Normal Boots Club were helping me become the person I always wanted to be. But then my mind drifted to the classroom, back to when he was drawing my expressions. He crumpled up the paper he drew me on. Then why is it that when you draw me, you end up getting frustrated? Or maybe he keeps drawing Emily. You threw that last one of me away. I don't like being the one that makes you mad at yourself. It's not your fault. I studied Shane's face. He seemed truly sincere. I felt like I was interrogating him at this point, but I got this far. Well, what is it then? I don't think I'm doing you justice. I'm stunned, guys! I'm completely stunned! I'm not even taking in, like, the significance of this choice. I'm just... Holy shit, did they do a good job with this story! Wow! But you're already great, or take as much time as you need. She really thinks that he's already great. I would say, but you're already great. I wouldn't want to say take as much time as you need. I mean... Oh, but we're supposed to say take as much time as you need. Because I would never, without this walkthrough, get to show you guys the best ending. Shane is emotional, which is crazy because he doesn't show it a lot. I am absolutely, thoroughly loving and enjoying this route. I don't know about Best Senpai yet, is Pep. I'm still kind of giving that one between Gerard and Satch, but he's getting there, man. I'll be your model whenever you want me to. And I'll be your inspiration as long as you need. Thanks. Shane looked over at me like a deer in headlights, his ears slightly pink. Of course. He started to speak, then stopped. Suddenly his face darkened. He turned away. Shane? Everything okay? It's nothing. And just like that, we were right back to where we started. Don't cry, Hana, don't cry. You've done enough of that. Alright.
Hey.
Why are you supporting me? I've given you nothing but trouble this entire time. What? What are you saying? I've been nothing but mean to you. I don't think I deserve... Mom! I pressed my fingers to his lips, then flinched away as I felt their softness. Oh, Hana! Hana, you came real close there, girl. PBG was really fun. Okay, I've said this before, but I'll say it again really quick. I feel like whenever you play these kinds of games, and I've played a nice handful of Otome games, that even though you've got all of these different romance routes to do, there always seems to be one that seems like the quote-unquote correct route, or the canon route that the game kind of wants to not push you towards, but with the way that it's structured, it seems like this is the one that's kind of like meant to be, and PBG is that route in this game. It seems like PBG is the one that was intended to be like the canon one, which is why he gets super salty in every other person's in every other person's story. He just gets super salty. We do need a my romance route. But I love Satch and Gerard. Satch was the first person that caught my eye in this game in general. I adore Satch. He's great. Okay. I think everyone deserves to be believed in, as long as they're working hard and trying. You've never disappointed me with your drawings. Why would I stop supporting you? But you didn't believe in me because I gave you no reason to do so, and that's fine. Of course it sucked. It definitely sucked. But he had no reason to trust me, and I wasn't entitled to that trust. But you've impressed me from the beginning with your drawings. To put it another way, I have no reason not to support you.
No.
I feel like you have plenty. Well, I don't. I stuck my tongue out at him and the serious look vanished from his face. Double my thanks, then. I laughed. It's doubled. Happy? I am. Shane, you are adorable! Shane and I strolled through the rooftop garden after the conversation ended, the atmosphere around us lighter than ever before. It seemed like Shane could finally look me in the eye and see me for me. For the first time, the color of my hair wasn't standing between us. He smiled gently down at me as we surveyed our misshapen family of plants. My heart was struck. I wanted to date Shane. Oh, Hana, you're adorable. What I also like about this route so far, by the way, is I feel like the romance is a little more naturally progressive. You know, I mean, in these games, lots of crazy stuff tends to happen to throw people together, but I feel like this is more of like a natural, like, slow burn kind of thing. But yeah, anyway. I need your help. Huh? After Shane finally opened up to me, I realized I wanted to be something more. Shane was carrying around some baggage, what with his ex-girlfriend. It seemed like he really cared about her. Maybe he still did. I shook my head roughly. No, it was not the time to be thinking about that. The point was, I wanted to take our relationship to the next level. She's so cute! And to do that, I needed help. I've been thinking again about doing something nice for Shane. Something to make up for all the times I've almost killed him. Yes, there are multiple of those times. I put a hand on her hip. Too late, I realized I raised her hackles. You don't have to make up for anything, Hana. Those were accidents! Accidents! I mean, yeah, but... I'm not going to help you apologize for something that doesn't need apologizing for. I faltered. But I will help you do something nice for Shane because you're a good person. Thanks. But actually, I wanted to ask him on a date.
What?
You what? Her voice veered into the highest pitches, suddenly transforming into a sonar. I was thinking of taking him on a picnic. Picnics are good dates, right? Are you kidding me? Picnics are the cutest thing! I watched this rom-com with Mimi last year, and the dude accidentally cheated on his wife with this other lady. And he was like, please, baby, come on this picnic with me right on to, blah, blah. I'm sorry. I try to speak a little faster with Mai because I feel like that's more her cadence, and sometimes I trip over my own tongue doing it. Let me try that again, sorry. And he was like, please, baby, come on this picnic with me right to all my wrongs. And she was like, no, how dare you ask me that? And then they broke up. Beautiful story, Mai. No, it wasn't long as Pep. No, it's you know what? It's cool that you can relate to that in such a way. I never really had anything like that, but it's cool that you can relate to PPG's story that way. You know, having, you know, like an old friend that you miss, and then you have a soft spot for that sort of thing. That's cool. But I didn't cheat on Shane. Yeah, exactly. So then it'll work out. There's no one in this world that could be angry after a good picnic, except for that lady in the movie. Yes, all right, Hana, except for the lady in the movie. But that's like 1 out of probably a billion picnics. I feel like there have been a billion picnics in this world. I didn't know you were close with Mimi either. Yeah, well, at one point. That's not important. Huh. Well, that's fine. Mimi can stay in her own damn lane! You think that's a good idea, though? I'm not sure he's the picnic type. Mai scoffed. Everyone's the picnic type at a picnic. She wrapped an arm around my shoulder, gesturing to the wide horizons in front of us. In reality, it was a blank wall, but to Mai, it was an endless plain of flowing grains and purple mountains. Pick the sunniest day next week and nothing can go wrong. Well, that's the thing, though. I've never been on a picnic before, and I'm terrified I'll mess it up. Just like all the other times. Yeah, really. You batting 1,000 here, me. Oh, man. Shelties, you're adorable. Yeah, I don't like bugs. I don't like picnics for that very reason, as Pep is bugs. No. Mai put a hand to her chin. You do have a knack for screwing up. It's so strange. You've been so capable on almost every other route. Why is this just this one? Oh, man, look. Watch out, you guys. There's more pieces of that fourth wall crumbling down. Don't get yourself hurt. Jesus Christ. Root? What?
Bingo.
Anyways, have no fear. Mai is here to help you. Some candles, drinks, music for the atmosphere. Oh, wait. Really?
No!
No, of course not. I mean, unless you're ready for that kind of picnic. Really, all you need is food and a blanket, pretty much. Food? I had to make more crumpets for Shane to choke on? Well, as long as you don't bake more itty-bitty kitties into them, I think you'll be fine. Oh, right. Grocery stores exist. I pulled my phone out of my pocket and opened up the weather app. Sunny, sunny, sunny for the next 2 weeks. Not a speck of rain. I guarantee you that when you go to try to do this picnic, it's going to fucking pour. I took your fourth wall joke. I'm sorry. I love when things break the fourth wall. It wasn't as warm as it could be, but at least there was no rain.
Yay!
Great. This is going to be really fun. I'm excited now.
Yeah!
Are you? That's wonderful. Can you help me pack? I have to go practice, or I would. But I'll be back later to help you, alright? Right. I waved and sprinted down the hall, and I set off for the dorm, heart soaring. Hope was the thing with feathers, after all. Maybe Shane and I finally had a chance to have a good time. I am the best. Were you saying that to me? I'm the best kind of person. A few hours later, I was poring over my list for the picnic, a pile of miscellaneous objects in front of me. I had to prioritize economy. We'd be taking the basket across the field, and I didn't want it to be too heavy, but I didn't want to miss anything either. My last few attempts to do something nice for Shane backfired horribly. I was not going to let this go wrong. No, it's fine, Jared. Hana definitely won't mind. Huh?
Jared.
Jared! You seem busy. What was that sound bite, Jared? Hold on. Jared is adorable. Both of us? Oh, you're adorable. We do have puns galore. Oh my god. I still can't believe I made that Youngtown pun in Gerard's Roots. That was awful of me. You seem busy. Oh no, don't mind me. I'm just packing. Did Jared know anything about me and Shane? Did Mai tell him, or did he agree with the other guys that we must secretly like each other? Even though I was currently preparing to ask Shane on a date, I didn't necessarily want Jared to know about my feelings. I focused on the basket, dropping in a bottle of hand sanitizer.
Yeah!
Jared's gonna hang out in here for a bit. I really don't have to, though. I can find somewhere else to be. Jared stood in front of the doorway, watching me eagerly. I wasn't sure whether he wanted me to let him in or try to keep him out. Yeah, we haven't really seen too much of this in the other routes, but in this route, and also quite a bit in Gerard's route, there's a big sense of Jared just wanting Mai to back off of him, which is weird because in PBG's route, he seemed all about that. So I don't know, maybe it differs. No, it's fine, really. Oh, great. Jared shuffled into the room, Mai bouncing in after him. What's going on, though?
Well...
Satch is making an invention for the tournament, and it kind of exploded. Oh, no! Everyone is fine, he just didn't want me around. I'm kind of surprised you're not helping him clean up. Seems like something you would do. Jared tossed his hair, a small grin on his face. Oh, here we go! Here's the love music, guys. It's time for Jared to turn on the charm. Oh, I definitely tried. Satch told me my delicate fingers were better put to use serving the longing maidens of the school. Jesus Christ, Jared. Did he now? Plus, I don't know where all the gizmos go. He said he'd probably break it if I tried to help. That I believed. Stay here as long as you like. Mai climbed up to her bed, winking at me as she passed. How on earth did she finagle for this to happen? She wasn't waiting outside his dorm for this, was she? She wasn't. Was she? Is that what practice is, Mai? Is it staring at Jared from outside his dorm room? Jesus Christ. Jared tiptoed around my pile on the floor and sat in Mai's desk chair.
Hey.
So, Hana, you know the fashion show, right? I told you about that, didn't I? Of course! But if you hadn't, I would have never known. I mean, maybe you should have put up posters or something? Seems like that would have been a good idea. He laughed. The fight he and Paul had at the beginning of the year was apparently water under the bridge. I almost didn't remember that it happened. I remember that fight. They didn't hold it against each other or anything. I knew that was how disagreements were supposed to work, but that didn't mean I wasn't amazed when it actually happened that way. You'll come, won't you? There's no way I'll feel comfortable on stage without my beloved nymph's eyes on me. Beloved nymph? Was he talking about me? Yeah, of course I'll come.
Nice.
Great, you two can go together. Jared beamed from me to mine. Suddenly I realized he probably wanted me there for more than just my presence. Yeah, to keep Mai at bay. Hashtag stalker status, absolutely. Mai crawled to the edge of her bed, peeking over the railing at me. So, what are you doing? Oh, you know, just packing for the picnic. Oh, your date? I glanced quickly at Jared, who seemed suddenly very interested in what was happening. Have you asked him yet? I'm sure My! Could you double check that I have everything?
What?
Oh, wait, haven't you asked him? No, I like to be prepared. Mai rolled her eyes. Understatement of the year. Is there a list then? Right here. Ah. I handed her my list and Mai flipped off the top of her bed, nearly smacking Jared in the face. The regret was palpable. Don't worry, Jared, it's only for a little while. You can pull through.
Perfection.
Looks good to me. She handed the list back to me almost immediately. Did she even bother looking? I was trying to change the subject, but I sincerely wanted her to check things over. Well, what if she missed something? I feel like asking Jared is a terrible idea. We could ask her to double check. That'd probably be a good idea because Hana has screwed up so many things. Look, nobody will ever be the Luke of any route. Shelties, listen, I love Luke. Great guy in real life. Great character in Asagao. If I could romance anybody, like if we could have a romance route for anybody on the Hidden Block team, I would love to see a Luke romance. But what he did in PBG's route was downright fucking creepy. And I could not handle it. Alright, I'm gonna say ask her to double check. Let's see if that works. Yes, we're supposed to ask her to double check. Okay, good. My instincts were correct. Let's please double check so that I don't screw anything up. Actually, can you check again? Maybe a bit more thoroughly? Hold on one second, guys. Alrighty. I really don't want to mess this one up. First time not good enough? She said it jokingly, but I could tell she was a little irritated. Mai wasn't very good at hiding her true feelings. I darted a glance at Jared. Well, if you don't want to. No, of course I'll check again. I was a little fast. Mai doubled over again, this time taking everything out of the basket and putting it back in one by one. Not really in the same place, but who was keeping track? Hana, obviously.
Bingo.
I need a stalker club. Hashtag stalker supreme. Stalker club members 2. Who are those 2 members? Mai and, I don't know, Mimi maybe? Stay in her own damn lane. Everything is there, Hana. You did a good job, so don't worry too much about it. Just think about how you're going to ask him. That's the bigger challenge here. I'm really glad you're here to help me out. I'm kind of panicking. I've never been on a real date before. What about the flower festival? Right, the flower festival. Paul is number 2. that is good. Mai, Luke, and Paul, the stalkers of the group. Yeah, I guess we could add a Mimi. I wasn't quite sure that counted, but...
I'll support you.
Oh my. Well, no worries. We're your friends after all. You can always ask us for help. Jared's cell phone went off and he grasped at it like the liquor of life. Oh, it's Satch! He says it's all done. Thank you so much for your gracious stay, ladies, but I must be on my way. But Jared, don't you want to stay? Jared was already out the door. Mai, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Don't worry about me. You have a date to prepare for. Right! If you say so. Mai and Jared. It didn't seem like they would ever date, but I hope that one day they could at least be friends. Well, they date in PBG's route. Chapter 4, you guys! Woo! I'm wondering if I should stop here, take like a little couple-minute break, and then come back and finish it up. Because I feel like we are definitely getting towards the end. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to stop here, No, the PTPD. The post-traumatic PPG disorder. Let's not go for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop here. I'm going to take like a quick 2-3 minute break, and then I'm going to start the stream back up, and we'll finish up Shane's route. If that sounds good to you guys, I think that'll be the way to go. Out of the wood. Oh my god. Guys, I'm really worried about what's going to happen. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go take a quick break, and then I will be right back. And we will finish up Shane's route in just a couple of minutes. And if you're watching on YouTube, I will end the episode here. So thanks for watching.